Good morning, ladies. Happy Monday. Rise on up. It is the start of a brand new day, brand new week. Let's get to moving. If you haven't already got to moving, this is your wake-up call. I know. It's okay. Home today, so very happy because I needed an extra day. And yeah, just needed an extra day. Definitely got some rest this weekend, got some movement in, got some church in, got some workout, sauna, all the things. And I feel good. But last week of July, so after starting tomorrow, it's going to be pretty busy the next few days at work, considering it's going to be the last day of the month. But yeah, we have a last minute leadership meeting and dinner tomorrow, so that part. But it's all good. Love what I do. However, today, before we just enjoy the beautiful day that God has bestowed upon us, we're going to hop on Proverbs chapter 26 and 27. Verse 1 goes like this. As snow in summer and rain in harvest, so honor is not fitting for a fool. Like a flitting sparrow, like a flying swallow, so a curse without cause shall not alight. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and a rod for the fool's back. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, lest you also be like him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes. Verse 6, he who sends a message by the hand of a fool cuts off his own feet and drinks violence. Like the legs of the lame that hang limp is a proverb in the mouth of fools. Like one who binds a stone in a sling is he who gives honor to a fool. Like a thorn that goes into the hand of a drunkard is a proverb in the mouth of fools. The great God who formed everything gives the fool his hire and the transgressor his wages. As a dog returns to his own vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. Do you see a man wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him. Verse 13, the lazy man says, there is a lion in the road. A fierce lion is in the streets. As a door turns on its hinges, so does the lazy man on his bed. The lazy man buries his hand in the bowl. It wearies him to bring it back to his mouth. The lazy man is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who can answer sensibly. He who passes by and meddles in the quarrel, not his own, is like one who takes a dog by the ears. Like a madman who throws firebrands, arrows, and death is the man who deceives his neighbor and says, I was only joking. Verse 20, where there is no wood, the fire goes out, and where there is no talebearer, strife ceases. As charcoal is to burning coals and wood to a fire, so is a contentious man to kindle strife. The words of a talebearer are like tasty trifles, and they go down into the inmost body. Fervent lips with a wicked heart are like earthenware covered with silver dross. He who hates disguises it with his lips and lays up deceit within himself. When he speaks kindly, do not believe him, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. Though his hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness will be revealed before the assembly. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it, and he who rolls a stone will have it to roll back on him. Verse 28, a lying tongue hates those who are crushed by it, and a flattering mouth works ruin. We are now on chapter 27, verse 1. Do not boast about tomorrow, but for you do not know what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. The stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than both of them. Wrath is cruel and anger a torrent. Who is able to stand before jealousy? Open rebuke is better than love carefully concealed. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. A satisfied soul loathes the honeycomb, but to a hungry soul every bitter thing is sweet. Like a bird that wanders from its nest is a man who wanders from his place. Ointment and perfume delight the heart, and the sweetness of a man's friend gives delight by hearty counsel. Do not forsake your own friend for your father's friend, nor go to your brother's house in the day of your calamity. Better is a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. Verse 11, my son, be wise, and make my heart glad, that I may answer him who reproaches me. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself. The simple pass on and are punished. Take the garment of him who is surety for a stranger, and hold it in pledge when he is surety for a seductress. He who blesses his friend with a loud voice, rising early in the morning, it will be counted a curse to him. A continual dripping on a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. Verse 16, whoever restrains her restrains the wind and grasps oil with his right hand. As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. Whoever keeps the fig tree will eat its fruit, so he who waits on his master will be honored. Verse 19, as in water face reflects face, so a man's heart reveals the man. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, and a man is valued by what others say of him. Verse 22, though you grind a fool in a mortar with a pestle along with crushed grain, yet his foolishness will not depart from him. Be diligent to know the state of your flocks and attend to your herds, for riches are not forever, nor does a crown endure to all generations. Verse 25, when the hay is removed and the tender grass shows itself, and the herbs of the mountain are gathered in, the lambs will provide your clothing, and the goats the price of a field. You shall have enough goat's milk for your food, for the food of your household, and the nourishment of your maidservants. Some context behind chapter 26 and 27 pretty much is that the fool is graphically painted as a ludicrous individual. A fool must be controlled by a rod or physical force because he cannot be reached through his intellect, and he does not respond to reason. A fool cannot be trusted with a message, and wisdom is useless to a fool as paralyzed limbs of a lame man. For a fool cannot learn from experience. Even though his habits are disgusting, he returns to repeat them. Destructive words create strife and wound deeply. Inestimable damage is done by those who deliberately use their speech to harm the reputations of other people. Just as a fire goes out when there is no fuel, a quarrel dies down when there is no gossip. And in chapter 27, the uncertainty of the future makes it presumptuous to predict that what tomorrow will bring. So this does not discourage wise planning for the future, and in fact encourages wise use of the day. Therefore, it is prideful to assert that anyone has knowledge of tomorrow, and another form of pride is self-praise. It is far wiser to let another issue your praise than to yourself. An open rebuke suggests constructive criticism or loving correction, and is the evidence of the love of a true friend. And that is all for today's Bible study, ladies. Yeah, it took me a long time to understand the whole strife and the whole keeping quiet at certain times and not having always to be the loudest one, and just silence sometimes is way better than anything else. But it's a practice. It's definitely practice. We know, because we're dealing with our own flesh, our own feelings, our own oomph that comes about when someone decides to speak something that might not necessarily jive with what we think of ourselves or think about the situation. So, food for thought for today: be kind, be mindful of what you're going to say. Like my grandmother said, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing else. Don't say anything at all. So, took me a while to figure that one out too. But to an amazing day ahead. God bless you. Stay safe. If you'd like prayer, leave a message down below. If not, hop on over to Facebook, Instagram. I post there daily as well. But to an amazing week ahead. Let's do it. Talk to you soon.